Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
Hey, welcome back. This is Dan. You're in the No Comfort Zone in this crazy and chaotic time. Wanted to give you an update of what's going on with me and where I was at the other day. So I did go through my weight training. I did make it to the gym in the basement. I did write everything out. I went through my goals, and it turned out to be really a great workout, actually, a really good workout. So the next day, what I have to do is, as you know, if you've been listening to this podcast, I'm still trying to get in better shape. I'm still trying to train for a marathon, but I did blow my knee out. So in the idea of blowing my knee out, I'm trying to figure out how I can train it because I can barely move the damn thing. It just seems to be getting worse and worse. I'm not the smartest guy out there. So with a knee injury and trying to train for a marathon, maybe that's a little too far out of my comfort zone. Maybe that would fall into the stupidity zone. I don't know. But so that's what I did. I heard it pretty bad. So, and now with everybody in quarantine and, you know, no doctors that do orthopedic stuff, I think they're all closed, or physical therapy. I'm going to physical therapy that I used to do back in the Marines, which is bike riding, slow lunges and walking and wall sits and all that other stuff. But here's why I'm telling you this. So I pumped up the tires in my bike yesterday for my other workout. This was more of a cardio burst workout. So I did that, and as it turned out, I couldn't even ride the bike at first, but slowly I started to work through it. And at first I wanted to quit right away, and it was like, you know what, the knee's bad. I don't want to make it worse. I keep making this thing worse. I'm never going to be able to run the marathon. But I thought to myself, you know what, I just have to get going. I have to just push it a little bit. And after 5 minutes, if it still is in bad shape, then I'll stop. Well, in 5 minutes, it was in bad shape. Another 5 minutes, it wasn't as bad, but it was getting a little better. 15 minutes into it, man, my knee's kind of warming up. It's starting to feel good. And then 20 minutes into it, I'm like, holy God, this worked out great. This was awesome. I got off the bike after 20 minutes. It was not easy at all. It was hard. But then later on that night, I was like, man, my knee is starting to feel really good. It still hurts. But I realized that at this moment, I had to push through that area of fear and doubt of what's going to happen next and just work through it. And am I going to make my knee worse? I don't know. I could, but I didn't. And as it seemed, it worked out. I was able to get more motion out of it. And this morning when I woke up, I had more motion out of it. So looking forward to it. Today is, in fact, another workout that I'm going to be going after. So this is, again, it's not a personal fitness podcast. It's about when you're faced with challenges, what do? Do you rest in comfort? Do you sit back for security? Or do you decide, you know, I'm going to push through it and go for it? Because I'm telling you, man, when you start pushing through things, when you start to take that wall that's in front of you and say, I'm just going to push through it, whatever it is, a sales objective, a weight loss goal, a financial goal, a procrastination, you know, I want to do something goal, and that wall is procrastination. What's the one thing you're going to do to push through it? What's the one thing? You know, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. So if you're worried about money, here's what I'm going to say to do. Grab your cell phone, create an account, and put stuff online for you to sell, if that's what you want to do. People are buying, people are looking. There's a lot of people at home. You gotta get past the excuses. And I could let this knee really wear me out. It's really starting to make me feel my age. But I said, I don't want to feel this age right now. So what do I have to do? I have to do something that is uncomfortable. I have to push through it. When it comes to, you know, investments and stuff, there's a lot of volatility out there. Get some advice, but then, you know, go with your gut. In the end, if you create a problem for yourself, guess what? You'll figure it out and you'll get past it, you know? Just as in life with anything, there's so much going on in the world right now, even though we're in quarantine, and a lot of people are just letting it go by. This right now is the new normal, and everyone's talking about it, but I want to talk to you and let you know that, hey, you can do more than you're doing right now. And if you want to do something, there's no better time. There literally is no better time than to do it right now. Do something right now that's going to get you out of your comfort zone and going in the direction that you want to go. let's say that you're, I don't know, I talk about, a lot of people that are in retail and you're not working anymore, or in the restaurant business or whatever. It's a really good idea to check in with people. One, for your own mental health, but also two, to check in with them. Give them a call, give them a FaceTime. We've been doing Zoom meetings with my family. My sister came up with the idea. It's hilarious getting on those calls, but that's what we've been doing. The businesses that I'm involved in, we do a lot of video conferencing through, on different sites. We have our PowerPoint presentations and stuff. It's just different, but you have to get information, you have to share information, and then you have to do something with that information. And that's where my blueprint comes in. So if you're on the couch and if you're thinking to yourself, you know what, some time is coming pretty soon, I might as well do something now. You know what, the body that you were given, make the best of the body that you this should be a personal fitness podcast, because when my mental health went through the tank, the one thing that my doctor said to do, with no drugs, no pharmaceuticals, or no type of anything, because when you do drugs for a long time, I don't know if you know this or not, but your dopamine and serotonin levels and all that gets thrown out of whack. So I want to tell you this, the No Comfort Zone for me was about 1 year of no joy. My feelings, emotions, and chemistry were so screwed up that I didn't experience joy for about a year, and she said it might not come back. It might not come back because of the abuse you put on your body. Well, it did. I'm happy to say it came back, and man, life's interesting, because I realized in that, sad all the time, but no joy really in my life at the time, and I had things to be joyful for. I was starting to get healthy again. I was starting to find happiness, employment. My kids were okay. Things were going well in those aspects. There was prospects and promise out there, but as far as joy goes, I couldn't experience it. And look that up, check that out. That was an interesting, very interesting time. So I digress. I totally got off, went off the wrong subject there. But so what do? Is like physical fitness might get you to that point that might just give you enough to be creative. And that's what I do at my wake up. When I do my wake ups and I do my workout and I do my ritual, it's all to get me into a creative state so I can start accepting the fact that I'm a creative individual and I'm going to provide value to people on a massive level by inspiring them to realize that the cards that they were dealt are really good cards. And those cards that they have, they should play them and put it all in the middle. That's a poker reference for you sports fans out there. So I want you to consider that today, as I want you to put it all in the middle. I want you to go do some exercise, go do something, and that might give you the creative juices if you want to go apply for, see what you're going to do with your personal finances, see what you're going to do in your relationships. Just start with that, because when that mental, when you get hit with that mental, whatever, that proverbial right hook to the face that just stops your world, and everybody's going to get one, and there's one happening right now. When you get that, you can never be prepared for adversity like that. But when it happens, you'll know what to do, because you're almost ready. You're not ready for everything, but you're almost ready, just enough where you can realize, like, you know what? I know this time is going to pass. I know I can get through this, and you know what? I am worthy, and I am worthwhile. And I know that blueprint does just that. It can get you out of your comfort zone, and it can change your life. So do me a favor, go to Dan at the No Comfort Zone, check in. Like, rate, review. If you've got nothing to do and you're unemployed right now, you listen to the podcast, go to iTunes. Please give me a 5-star review. Please write something underneath it. Let me know you're listening. I would greatly appreciate it. Or shoot me an email. This is what's going on right now in your life. Dan at the No Comfort Zone. Dan at the No Comfort Zone. Write in the subject line, help. That's all you got to do. We'll figure it out. We'll get connected, and I'll start helping you to go towards your goals or get you out of adversity, okay? Let's get on the right path together. So in the meantime, just remember this. It's all up to you for you to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at No Comfort Zone 1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.